Hello everybody. Now it has come to my attention that people are being cheated on social media concerning funding. There's been a number of links traveling on social media indicating that there's SME funding coming from Zambia Development Agency. All you need to do is apply and you'll be eligible for a loan. And the first they've been doing is sharing a link like this one, which I'm going to share with you right now. They send you a link like this one. And this particular link has all the pictures. Look at that. It comes as a form. You click on it. It comes there. It says Zambia Development Agency for SMEs funding. The explanation, believe me, when you read through it, doesn't make any sense at all. But because obviously you believe that this is something to do with, funding from what's their names? You believe this is real, that they're going to really give you some money. So, of course, a number of people do get excited and they think maybe there's something genuine there. So what they would do normally is they would start filling in their details. You see that? Full name, physical location, telephone number, email address, occupation, and gender, as well as marital status. And they even put the ZDA logo at the bottom. This is so serious. But here's your first clue. This content is neither created nor endorsed by Google, and the report abuse terms of service and privacy policy. Most times, genuine organizations of this nature will not ask for forms using a form like this one. They will do a form like this one. Now, if you look at this form, this is one of my forms, and you see it says this form was created inside of Rev Walter Mwambazi, report abuse. So look at the difference. Here you've got all these things, and it even says this content is neither created nor endorsed by Google. Here, none of that is appearing. So meaning this is a traceable document, traceable form, and it is safe because it means that you are able to put information in here and it's going somewhere secure. But this one, you're just sending it out there. And now, as if this is not bad enough, I got in touch with the head of SMEs at ZDA, Mr. Mukula Makasa, and he then told me, because I asked him, is this genuine? And he sent me a message back. He said, this is a hoax. And then he said, unfortunately, people are being misled. So can you imagine how many people are falling for this and filling a form like this or similar, thinking that there's funding that's coming their way, but they're literally giving away all their information. And I'm going to tell you later why this is so dangerous. Then there's another form which came the other day through another colleague. This one really startled me. This comes as a link shared through the usual entrepreneurship links or business links. It has a letter that is headed by ZDA and Far North Queensland. The address for, ZDA, but notice no telephone number there. Very clever. And then obviously I even suspect this PO box could be wrong. It could be genuine, but they know very well nobody's going to send that, so they'll never verify. Then it says acknowledgement of submitted application details for SME funding. So which means when you do the initial application, they send you back this letter. They send you the form which you fill up, and then look at what the form says. I want you to pay particular attention here. It says download the form, fill it, then email back a scanned copy for processing, verification, validation, and approval, since the program is ready to kick off should you meet the minimum requirements set by regulators. Make sure you fill all fields, sign and attach copies of passport size photos and identification card before sending back. Can you believe that? So they're asking for your passport and your ID. Now, I want you guys to know something. Let me show you the form so that you see just how serious this is. I mean, these guys are not playing. They are taking their whole... This, what you see here, my friends, is a form of phishing. Look, they put a serial number right there, and then they ask you to attach your photo right there. They've got all the logos and everything. Then look what they're saying here. Please use this form to apply for individual Shanoko. Then you come down here, it says applicant details, name, registered indicated business registration number, ID number, location, all this stuff. Look at that. Your personal information, grant details, you indicate how much you want, look at the amount, they've put it there. Then intended use of the grant, you indicate what you're applying for. Look, they've got a logo of Ministry of Commerce. Look at how much information they're asking for. They're literally, and then look at the bottom here. They've got IDC, they've got Impact Capital, National Empowerment Fund, and Zambia Investment Center, Conference rather. I am here to tell you that none of these are involved in any way. None. In fact, these logos are being used illegally This form has nothing to do with the ZDA or the Ministry of Commerce. Now, can you imagine all this information people are giving away? They put their picture there, they are putting their ID here, you're putting your names, telephone, everything, your company, you name it. You're literally surrendering your entire information. And remember, you're even attaching copies of your NRC and your photo. Let me tell you, people, what these are going to be used for. This is information harvesting, which is then sold online through the dark web to companies or individuals, in fact, individuals really, who specialize in creating false identities. These false identities can be used to then open bank accounts. These false identities can be used to even get a new NRC. They can go to the NRC place and claim they lost their old NRC and they could be given a new one, because you're surrendering all your information. Your date of birth is right on that ID. Everything is there. So they can go get a new ID with their picture, go open accounts and commit fraud in your name. So ladies and gentlemen, don't be quick to be applying for funding without doing some due diligence. So how do you do due diligence? Well, for starters, they claim that this is from ZDA. So the smart thing anybody would do is to get in touch with ZDA. ZDA has telephone numbers that are listed. And remember, you're applying for a lot of money. If you're applying for 100,000 kwacha, 300,000 kwacha, that's a lot of money. There's no way that they're going to, allow you to apply for 300,000 kwacha on the internet. I mean, you don't be so gullible. Go over to ZDA. Their offices are on Nassau Road, right there next to Government Complex, and knock and say, look, I received this letter. They are saying that you're going to be offering loans. Is this true? And they'll verify. And then also you've got, of course, the head of the SME section at the ZDA. You can get their telephone number online, on the internet, through their website, and you could call directly. And you'll be able to have somebody answer, and they will tell you and verify if there's any such project with Far North Queensland. I can tell you straight away that when I got in touch with Mr. Makasa once again to verify, this is the conversation. This is how the conversation went. I sent him the documents. I said, sir, let me show you what has come. And then he looked at them and he said it's a hoax. Can you imagine? There's no Kasonde ZDA. So this is very scary, ladies and gentlemen. I'm doing this video. I want you to share it around to everyone, everywhere. Tell them that there's no such programs going on with the Zambia Development Agency. They have at no time ever issued loans using such a method. Their method is very straightforward. They want you to go apply directly using various organizations. They have bodies that they are connected to where you can go and you can apply, and they will be able to help you. So please be very, very careful next time. Don't you ever find yourself falling for such cheap cons and tricks, because you're going to lose money. And by the way, another warning, another method they use also with this is they could actually end up telling you, look, you need to send in 200 kwacha for verifying of the details and for locking in your application. You have been pre-approved, send in X amount. And they can tell you to send anything, 200 kwacha, 1,000 kwacha, because they will look at your turnover. You see, in this explanation here, they'll listen to what you're saying, you see, and then they will have an idea of, what amount of partial funding would assist you, indicate, they will have an idea based on this application, what kind of money you have, and they will actually tell you to send a percentage to help with processing. So it could be 1,000 kwacha, it could be 2,000 kwacha, 500 kwacha. You don't know how many people they've sent this to and how many will be asked to send this money. And most times they'll tell you can send it through Airtel Money or your mobile money and things of that nature. They'll give you some dodgy place in which to send the money, and that's how you lose out. Remember, they're already getting false IDs. They use the false IDs to create false telephone numbers. They can receive money through those false IDs, and then those accounts are discarded and they run away. So you have been warned by me. I'm always doing these warnings. Please be extra careful. Make sure you share this video with everybody out there. Let them know that these are hoaxes. Do not apply for loans through the internet. Loans are going to come via registered official bodies. If you ever get any letter, email telling you that you are eligible for a loan, go to the original people that run that. Go to ZDA and forget about anything outside the country. Those are definitely 419 scams by Nigerians and Ghanaians and Kenyans. What you want to do is make sure you get to the relevant bodies here in Zambia, associations. Join associations. You'll get proper funding through those, or they'll connect you to where you can get it properly. So I hope you've been warned, and I hope you're well. Take care, have a great day, and see you soon.